It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another breakdown for the trailer of the upcoming episode of The Walking Dead, Season 11, Episode 22, which is called Faith. There's some very interesting details in this trailer that I do want to talk about. Some things related to the Eugene storyline, others that are related to the escape plan in the labor camp that Negan and the others are at, and some very interesting details about the smart or intelligent walkers that were introduced recently in Season 11. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break it all down. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's just jump right into it. So this trailer actually starts with this shot of a Commonwealth soldier hitting Negan across the face. This is where he falls, and we have Annie screaming for Negan and a Commonwealth soldier holding her back. So obviously it appears that he was able to find her and reunite with her, but obviously things didn't go according to plan and they are not in a good spot. The next shot we have is actually the Commonwealth soldier looking at Negan. Negan looks pretty much hopeless at this point because he can't really do anything. And then we have this title card that says only 3 episodes left. So obviously we're on episode 22, so only 22, 23, and 24 left till the series finale. So that's pretty awesome. And then we have this shot of someone looking at Negan, who was obviously captured, as well as Ezekiel, who's around. And we get a reveal that it's actually Daryl who's looking at them. Now, one thing I do want to say is it looks like they're around Alexandria based on the windmill. So maybe they're just putting these two shots together to throw you off. So it could be that Daryl is not looking at Negan and Ezekiel, because I think that doesn't really make sense. But it could be that. It's just hard to say. But Daryl says it's bad. I don't think any of them will make it. That's either in reference to Negan, Ezekiel, and the others being captured, or it has something to do with what's going on at Alexandria. And then we do see that Carol is also with him. And then we have this shot of Commonwealth soldiers at Alexandria. This is one of the main houses at Alexandria, so we know this is at Alexandria. But obviously they are calling Alexandria Outpost 22 now, so Commonwealth thinks that Alexandria belongs to them. And then we have this shot of Carol sneaking around in one of the houses at Alexandria, and then in the voiceover we have Rosita saying you need to go in now. And then we have this shot of, I think, Daryl and Connie. They're climbing down into some sort of a sewage system. Maybe this is around Alexandria and this is their way to get into Alexandria. And then we have this title card as well that says until the series finale. So only 3 episodes left until the series finale. We have this shot of Commonwealth, a courtroom at the Commonwealth. Obviously we have Yumiko and Eugene. Eugene is on trial. Yumiko is defending him. We have Pamela Milton there as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Eugene situation. But based on what we see in this trailer, it seems like doesn't matter. This trial is not a real trial and they're just going to kill Eugene. But I think there's a bit more to it, which I'll talk about in a separate video. But we have this other shot of Eugene as well in the courtroom. Obviously we have Max in the background, and then we have this shot of a shocked Max. I'm assuming this is right when they basically announced that Eugene is guilty and he's gonna get executed or something like that. And then we have this shot of Commonwealth soldiers taking Eugene somewhere. They have a sack on his head. I don't think they're taking him to the jail cell. I think they're probably on their way to the location where Eugene will be quote-unquote executed. Like I said, I don't think he's gonna get executed, and I'll explain how I think that's gonna come together in a separate video. Then we have this shot of a bunch of walkers in a horde, but obviously we do see that amongst these walkers, Elijah, Aaron, and Lydia are there, and in a way they're really kind of roaming amongst the walkers. They're using the guts trick, but obviously it appears that maybe they're also maybe using some whisper strategy as well. Now, one walker that we do see with them. He looks like he might be one of those intelligent walkers, but obviously we can't really tell. It would be kind of weird if it was, but it just looks like one of those types of walkers that we just saw in the previous episodes with the intelligent, smart walkers. And then we have this shot of Commonwealth soldiers taking Ezekiel in, so basically capturing him. And then this shot of this guy who appears to be the leader of the labor camp that the survivors are staying at. We do see the Commonwealth emblem in the background on the wall. We see Negan here looking at, I'm assuming, the same guy. He has this kind of smirk on his face, and I think Negan has the situation exactly where it needs to be. I think this was his plan all along. This might be the spark that he was talking about with Ezekiel, and the thing that he said he's able to do for them to be able to get Ezekiel to be able to basically cause an uprising in the labor camp, which connects directly to this scene. We have Ezekiel talking to the people around. He says this world is broken, but we don't have to be. So he's pretty much trying to bring hope, trying to cause an uprising. And then we see this walker here that gets killed by Lydia. And then we have this pretty interesting shot of Maggie with a gun in hand. We have Carol there with her, and they're obviously at Alexandria, and in one of the rooms we do see a huge Commonwealth emblem. So they're obviously calling this place home now. They're calling it one of their outposts. We have this shot of Yumiko, who appears to be disappointed. So this might be when she realizes that this whole trial is nonsense and she's not going to be able to help and save Eugene. We have this shot of Rosita, and then this shot of some Commonwealth soldier taking the sack off of Eugene's face. Eugene looks terrified here. I'm assuming they might be executing him here or trying to execute him. And then we have this final shot of Mercer looking at someone. Now, the other thing is Mercer does appear to be on Eugene and Max's side, but let's see when he's gonna actually switch sides and help them. But that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.